Can we give you guys something to consider? My friend's got a gospel track, all right? How you doing, man?
It's the good news what Jesus Christ did on the cross for us.
You know Jesus?
Yeah.
You know what he did?
Kinda.
What do you think he did? Because that can be one of the greatest questions, right? Who is Jesus, right? Who do you think Jesus is?
God's son.
God's son? All right, there we go. That's good.
There's one. Yeah.
God's son. He is, right? What did he do? We're not trying to make you look dumb, all right? I would have failed this too, all right?
Yeah.
He's God's son. What did he do? He lived the life of absolute perfection. He kept God's law. God's law is written on your heart, man.
You shall not lie. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery.
Yep.
You shall not covet. Right?
We're lawbreakers, man. We've broken God's law. You've broken God's law. Jesus did not.
Yeah.
He said, I did not come into the world to abolish the law, to remove the law. I came to fulfill it. He fulfilled God's law and he died on the cross as a sacrifice for our sin. There's one sacrifice that is able to satisfy, completely satisfy God's wrath. We live in a time right now, no justice, no peace, right? Well, justice will be had. You are living in God's world, breathing his air, yet you've broken his law. Jesus did not. He came into this world, he upheld God's law, and he died on the cross as a sacrifice for sin. God poured out his wrath on his own son. He accepted the sacrifice of Christ. 3 days later, he rose from the grave, and he's now sitting at God's right hand. He's the only way to peace with God. One day you guys are gonna die. You're young. How old are y'all? 15? 15, 17. 15-year-olds die every day, 17-year-olds die every day. Jesus Christ died taking the sins of his people in order to give them life. Look to him, all right? Look to him. This wasn't by mistake, okay?
Yep.
We're from Michigan.
God commands everyone everywhere to repent,
Yep.
turn from their sins,
Yep.
turn to him in faith. Follow Jesus Christ.
Amen. Take care, guys, all right?